The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can.
Hello, happy Thursday. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. You've been here for all of this. If you do not, and you follow me only or exclusively on the YouTubes, or if you're just seeing my face for the first time in this video and you're like, girl, I don't know anything that you're talking about. Let me enlighten you. So I had midterms almost 3 weeks ago, and I've not had a moment to breathe. We've had constant essay, presentation, quiz, essay, presentation. Like, I'm dying. And today I actually have a major presentation. It's a 15 to 20 minute presentation in Korean that basically determines whether I get to go on to level 6. So if you're not familiar with the levels, level 5 is the level that I'm currently in, which is advanced 1. And level 6 is advanced 2, or like the last course in the program. I go like this because technically there's a 7th course. But it's not considered level 7. It's called like a research class. But anyway, so I'm scared. Yeah, so today probably isn't the best day to film, but I haven't been filming because I've been so stressed, and the semester is over in literally 2 weeks, so gotta bring you with me, right? Oh my god. Anyway, I was hoping that I could kind of practice my presentation with you guys, just because I feel like having you here, I mean, having the camera here that I know you're gonna, like, with the footage that you're gonna watch later, if that makes sense, will kind of like recreate the nervousness and anxiety that I will feel when I present to my classmates, because of course we have been in person for the past 3 weeks, if you include this week. Like, literally midterms end and they're like, come back to class, or not come back because it was my first time coming to class, but they're like, oh, regulations have changed, we can now have in-person classes. So I'm gonna be standing in front of my peers, like, for reals. You know, I'm not the kind to get nervous with presentations, but because this is in Korean, I'm really scared because I don't know all the words that I need to know. You know, like, I had to go learn them and memorize them, which means I haven't been using them for very long, which means I am scared that I will blank. I'm gonna make eye contact with one of my classmates and be like, what? Like, what was I saying? Because that happens. It's happened in past presentations, so I'm scared. So my topic is about lipstick. We kind of chose our topics, but they basically gave us a list to choose from. So the goal of the presentation is to talk about, like, the definition of lipstick, the word origin of lipstick, the actual origin of lipstick, like the physical origin, then the expansion and advancement of lipstick, then lipstick types and lipstick trends. Okay, so I won't have you listen to the whole thing because that's a waste of your time, but I have a PowerPoint and everything, but I'm really working on memorizing this so that when I do present, I look at the PowerPoint and it's like a reference. It's not like a crutch, if that makes sense. 안녕하십니까. 제가 준비한 발표 주제는 Statistical이라는 정계 연구소의 연구에 따르면 2020년에 대략 1억 6천만 명의 미국 여성들이 입술에 바르는 화장품이자 색조가 많은 립스틱입니다. 저는 립스틱을 즐겨 바르는 립스틱 애호가 나혜지입니다. 화면 보면서 설명드리겠습니다. Okay. 다음 같은 순서로 발표하겠습니다. 먼저 립스틱의 정의에 대해 살펴보고 립스틱의 역사를 설명한 다음에 립스틱의 종류에 대해 말씀드리겠습니다. 마지막으로 립스틱의 최근 트렌드를 알려드리겠습니다. 클릭. 여러분, 립스틱이 무엇인지 아십니까? 네, 맞습니다. 네이버 사전에 따르면 립스틱은 여자들을 화장을 할 때 입술에 바르는 화장품입니다. 그리고 립스틱은 윤지와 입술 연지라고도 합니다. Oh my gosh, see, like, I'm actually getting nervous. Like, when I practice by myself, I remember all this stuff, but now that you're watching, I'm like, okay, 다음. Okay. 립스틱이란 말은 어디에서 온 것일까요? Okay, I know I didn't show you the whole thing because like I said, it's really long and I don't want to waste your time. That is not what you're here for, to listen to me stumble over Korean. But I think I made it through about 75% of the presentation, like just having it memorized, which while that's good, like what about the other 25%? So I think I'm just gonna have lunch. I bought a sandwich from the CU. I have a juice box. It's a Capri Sun. And I think I'm just gonna review the last quarter, try to like memorize it a little bit, because we gotta be at school in less than 2 hours.
At first I said that I love you and you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little moment to be alone and practice this again. And I won't bring you with me, so you don't have to watch. Guys, look how pretty that looks. Pretty.
So casually.
Okay, so we are very clearly on our way to class now. Guys, I'm so sad. I was supposed to go see an apartment today after class, but the realtor just called me to tell me that it was just signed, which this apartment literally went on the market yesterday, and I messaged the realtor and was like, I don't want to see this property, like, please help me. And so he was like, there are similar apartments in the same building. You want to see those? And I was like, I mean, I guess, but I know those are more expensive because I've been looking at those for like a month now. Also, I had to ask him to slow down because he was talking to me like I was a Korean person. And I was like, yeah, I'm a 외국인, like, 조금 더 천천히 말해주시겠어요? And he was like, oh, you're not Korean. And I was like, no, I'm American. I'm like honored, but also I was really stressed because I was like, dude, I'm like stressed about this presentation and you're calling me last minute to tell me about stuff that with words I don't know. Okay, I need to go into the building now.
So bittersweet. Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in pieces like an ocean. City of mine.
Bye.
How I love, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.
Hello, happy Friday. I know the last clip ended really weird, but I realized I was running late for class and I didn't want to film in class. I mean, no, well, technically I'm not allowed to film in class, but you know. So today's Friday and we are on our way to go meet my friend Ahyun. So Ahyun, you guys have never met her before, but she's a friend that I made when I was studying abroad at Seoul University like 5 years ago. So we're gonna go get like, I don't want to say Mexican food, but honestly I don't know if it's actually Mexican food or if it's just like South American food.
I don't wanna stay here, no. I'm gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking
Transfer
the
time.
post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand.
Oh, you can. 지금 촬영하고 있는 거구나. Whoa! This is my friend Ahyun that I told you about. Hello, guys. Oh, I didn't even have to ask you to do a 자기소개. You did it. Oh, like 혼자서. You were like, hi.
아 근데 아니야 내 소개 해줘 대신해줘
대신해줘?
I don't want to introduce myself
I mean, I already introduced you. It's like, this is my friend Ahyun. We met at Suncheonhyangdae. Just kiss up.
Nice to meet you
Ooh. She did an internship in the US
alright
and she's 영어 잘해.
나 영어 잘해
영어 잘해. 그러면 충분해.
우리 일로 가야
Oh, that way.
왜.
진짜 말 보자.
그니까 For your guardian?
Your guardian.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We were joking about like how the sidewalks are narrow, so I have to like not get hit by cars because I'm, you know, looking at the camera. And so Aihan is my bohoja, which means like guardian or protector. And I literally almost just got hit by a taxi. So we're gonna go find, what was it called? Oaxaca? Yeah, I looked it up. It's Mexico 요리 and 남미 요리.
남미.
It's like 둘다.
둘다?
둘다. Oh. So, yes. Okay, we're gonna go find it. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never regret the things that we'll do.
Oh, so cute. What's it?
버스? 대기표?
대기표. Oh, I actually don't know that word.
Yeah,
Oh, 대기표. Our number? I don't know what it is in English. I was like, it's a tegi something. I know that. 대기표.
Whatever. 대기표 in Korean.
대기표. So
Right?
cute. Yay!
Roaming in the wilderness, we never need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of the lungs, dancing by the wayside. Gonna do what we own. In the morning, we'll all be gone. You gotta understand. We get one chance, one chance.
What? Oh, 소리를. Okay, so we finished our Mexican, Central, Latin American food. I can't speak, but oh my gosh. Okay, so when we were waiting, we realized that the name of the restaurant is a Mexican state. It's a little embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing to not know that, and like, because I'm Mexican, but we came to a cafe and we have quaffles and some coffee. Hello, happy Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Oh my gosh, guys, I feel like this is the most unorganized vlog I've ever filmed in my life. But you know what? It's high stress times, so if we talk like midterms wasn't just a few weeks ago or the last time I made a vlog other than this one, finals are next week. I also have to move out of the dorm next week. I've answered this before on Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, you probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But basically, at KU, as a language student, which is part of the language school, not the actual university, I'm not here as like someone who's working towards a degree, if you were confused about that. But you can only stay in the dorm for one semester, no matter how long you will be enrolled in the language school. One semester, your first semester, that's it. Then you gotta get out. The semester ends next week. As we established with the fact that my final is next week. Sorry, I thought there was something on your face. It's like, do I need to clean the lens? Do I need to like clean your face for you? No, it's good, I think. I don't know, I'll find out during editing. But anyway, so I have to move out next week, in addition to having finals next week. And it's kind of hard because my ARC, or my alien registration card, if you're not familiar with coming here and getting an alien registration card, your ARC is like your golden ticket to life in Korea, in that it allows you to get a full bank account. Because right now I have a very limited bank account. Like, I only have a 통장, which is like a bank book. I don't have a debit card. I can't use online banking. I can't make transfers, which is a very popular form of payment here. Like, you'll see the stores like account number, and they'll be like, oh, if you don't have cash, or if you don't want to use card, or if they don't accept card, then they'll be like, just transfer it to this account, show me that you transferred it, and you're good. You're good to go. So in order to pay the deposit on the housing that I will have starting next week, I need an ARC. Don't have that. So I called the immigration hotline. Thank you, Maddie, for telling me that what the number was and that there was one, because I didn't realize there was one, which I feel a little silly not realizing there was one. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is I called them to be like, I need my ARC. Hello, please help me. I need it so I can have housing because the school's about to kick me out. And their response was, oh, but you applied for your ARC through your school, so you need to talk to them about when you're getting it. Basically, they couldn't tell me when it was coming, even though it was approved several weeks ago. I'm sorry, this is not why you clicked on this video. You didn't come here to hear me be stressed. But basically, I need to go bother the school. And the reason I say bother is because before I came to KU, like during the application process, and even before I applied, I kept sending them so many emails, like with questions, being like, hi, I'm curious about this, it's not answered on your website, like, can you help me? Or, hi, I submitted my stuff, but you haven't sent me anything, like, was it received, or was it just denied and I wasn't informed that it was denied, you know, stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying, like, oh, I need to go bother them, because they're gonna be like, oh, it's that girl, the girl that sent a billion emails. Just kidding. They've never responded to me like that. I'm just saying because I feel bad about making that, like, always being like, hi, help me, even though that's their job. Oh my god. So yeah, we're gonna go talk to the office and be like, hi, when am I getting my ARC? Because I need it to come this week. I'm signing my lease tomorrow, and like the landlord said that they'd be willing to accept a foreign wire transfer, like if I wire money from my American account to their account for the deposit, which the deposits here are thousands of dollars. It's not like the USA, which I'm sure if you watch lots of Korea content you already know this, but it's like it's called key money, and it's like thousands of dollars. And yeah, I'm just scared that if I were to transfer it from my American account, that my bank back home would be not happy in terms of they would flag it as fraud and then it wouldn't get through. Because the last time when I tried to pay my tuition, this wasn't in my moving video, but when I tried to pay my tuition, my bank flagged it as fraud. They had it under review for 5 days, like a whole week, and then they canceled it. Like, I was waiting for the tuition to go through so that KU could send me my visa documents, because I was like, there were a lot of plot twists basically that weren't included in the video, and one of them was my bank refusing to send the tuition until like I proved that it was me sending it, which meant that I lost like a whole week, which meant that like I might not get my visa in time to actually come to Korea before I would need to come in order to be out of quarantine before classes started, if that makes sense. And if that doesn't sound like a big deal, because I had online class. I actually didn't know I was gonna have online class until like the day before class started. That's when they were like, oh, here's the information for Zoom, because we're not doing in person. Like, we all assumed we were gonna be in person, and then the day before class they're like, no, it's online. Let me just like word vomit on you. Also, what was I doing with my makeup? I forgot already. Okay, so my wings are a little off or uneven. I'm aware. Okay, don't come for me in the comments. But anyway, I guess I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about doing like a winged liner tutorial, and by a lot of you I mean like maybe more than 10 people. That's what I mean by a lot of you. But honestly, I literally just stand in the mirror and try to make it even for like 30 minutes. That's why there's no tutorial, because I have no tricks. It's just I spend a lot of time in the mirror trying to figure it out. It's fine. Also, nobody come for me for the way that I put on concealer, okay? I'm not actually a makeup person. You guys know what else about this deposit that's stressing me out? Like, even though the landlord is willing to accept a foreign wire transfer, like, and if my parents are willing to go into like the bank to transfer the money for me, like, you know, so the bank doesn't flag it as fraud because they already like verified that it was them and stuff, like the landlord would still have to give me some very personal information in order for my American bank to transfer him money. I need like like a citizenship number, which makes it sound like it's basically the same thing as a social security number. I was like, if it's as extreme as a social security number, he's not going to want to give me that information so that my parents can transfer money, which I don't even want to bring my parents into this because I'm the one paying. They would just be doing me a favor if they were to go in and like do it on my behalf, I guess, with their accounts, and then I pay them the deposit money. So before we head out, I actually want to show you guys the view from my dorm room because by the time this video goes up, I will have already moved, so safety first. But the view here is so pretty, especially like when it was like the peak of autumn. So pretty. Anyway, let me stop talking. I've talked too much already. Let me show you.
Look out, here she comes. The woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be. 'Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my...
Hello again. So, in the time that you have not seen me, the realtor contacted me to like basically ask me again if I could do a domestic transfer instead of an international one. And I was like, bro, I had to re-explain myself, and then I got nervous. I was like, what? The only reason I put down like part of the deposit already was because the landlord said that they would accept an international wire transfer. And so I got nervous. I was like, wait, was there a miscommunication? Like, the other day when I went, my friend Yunhan, who you guys have met before, went with me like as a translator to help me out. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, is there a misunderstanding? And so I had to re-explain myself. I was like, this is why I can't do that. And basically I was like, I thought the landlord had already accepted that, like, or not accepted, they had already given me permission to send them an international wire transfer. I was like, that's the only reason that I agreed to like sign the contract and stuff, which I haven't actually signed yet, but I've already started paying the deposit. And so I got really scared. But then they were like, oh no, we just wanted to check with you again to see if it was possible to do a domestic transfer. And I'm like, no. Anyway, okay. We finally gotten to the school. It's right back there. And let's go see if the school can tell me when my alien registration card is coming. So I'm so stressed. Not like adding the real estate agent trying to contact me to like change the payment method has stressed me out more than I already was. And now people on the bus are staring at me. Okay, we need to go.
But I know I have to try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before, but she will never know that I love her so well. She's with somebody else and
Okay, so we're gonna leave the stuff here in the classroom while I go talk to the office. It won't get stolen, and yes, I'm gonna turn off the light again. Okay, let's go talk to the office. Hopefully someone's available to talk to me because I need this ARC. I'm so stressed. Let's go.
she'll never know. It's like she stole my heart.
Oh my god. So I went to the office and they basically told me, I went to the office and they basically told me that they can't help me. They were like, oh yeah, we think the cards will come in a few weeks because we had some students like submit their documents wrong. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, I need it now. Like, I need it now. And so they like ran around the office like asking other people, or I guess the person that was helping me started like asking, I guess there's some days, I don't know, like if they knew of any solutions, but in the end they could not help me. So I guess we would be doing an international transfer unless the ARC does come in 2 weeks like immigration told me, even though the school just told me they think it's gonna be like another month. I have been in Korea for 4 months almost, and I still do not have my ARC. Fun times. But it's okay, because neither does Luca. 얼굴을 보여줄 수 없는데 만진 거 여기에 있어. 손 흔들을래요? 손 흔들을래요? 부끄러워서 나오고 싶지 않다고 했어요. Yeah, but Okay, time to learn and pretend we're not in a bad mood.
Damaged. One man's trash is another man.
Hello. So I have very clearly finished class, and it was not a good class for me because I kept getting distracted because I kept thinking about the dang like ARC situation. I'm gonna come stand over here so people don't stare at me too much, but like I kept losing focus on stuff because I stopped thinking like, how can I solve this problem? What am I gonna do? Like, again, the landlord said that they would accept an international wire transfer, but I'm like, but what if last minute they change their mind? Like, I don't know, I'm getting stressed. And like, it got to the point where like one of my teachers, because I have two, was like, 혜지씨 이거 왜 안 써? She's like, 이거 왜 안 써요? 다른 반 친구들이 열심히 공부하고 있는데 너 왜 그냥 보고 있어? I was like, basically I completely zoned out. I was like looking at things, but I wasn't writing anything down. So she called me out being like, what are you doing? Like, she was laughing. Like, it wasn't like scary calling me out or something because she's nice, but I was like, oh snap. Like, I didn't even realize I had zoned out. But anyway, because it was such a bad class, I really need to go study. Also, you know, midterms are like around the corner. So, or not midterms, finals. Finals are around the corner, and since I'm in a bad mood, I'm not in the mood to deal with people staring at me with a camera. So I'm just gonna go study quietly and not give people an extra reason to stare at me. You feel me? Hopefully this vlog didn't stress you out too much. I mean, okay, it probably did, but squeeze between these bikes. I will see you guys in the next video. So 다음에 봐요, guys. Bye.